Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about the event that people haven't really heard about, I would say. It's the first thing that came out with the release of Anime Run Kingdom, and it is the event. Now, I'm going to be talking about one, how I'm able to like AFK the event. Then I'm going to be talking about like what can you really get from this event and whether or not you should actually be doing this event over other content. Okay. So first things first. How I've been able to pretty much AFK this event for like the past 3 days, and I'll just show you guys how much I've been AFK in this game. As you can see right here, this is strictly from coins and spending coins on getting copies of Sid. So I'm going to 5-star him in this video. We have Ascended fully Epsilon here. We have only 2 more copies of Delta to get, which is pretty easy. And then, of course, we are going to go ahead and ascend to Alpha right here. As you can see, they have 4 characters that came out for this event. We have the Bomber unit, which is Sid. We have Epsilon, who's going to be a frontline tanker. We have Delta, which is a frontline attacker. And then we have Alpha, who is a ambush unit. Now, the kicker with this update is that it's not really an update. It came out with the release, man. So, a lot of people didn't really understand it, like that this was an event, I guess. So, honestly, let's go ahead and get into it. So, what team did I really use to like really go deep in on this? So I'll show you guys right now. So what I actually used, I'll just put Team 2 as an example here. One, I used Frankie Cola, which is really easy to get, Energy Shield, and then of course, Weak Healing Potion. These are just amazing gears. If you don't know what Frankie Cola does, Frankie Cola gives you cooldown reduction by like almost 50% at like level 2, which is insane. But the team that I used to actually clear this event the first time was I had used Broly. I used Frieza. You could like switch out anybody here. I would recommend Mihawk because Mihawk is just a very destructive character. If you don't know, his sword barrage attack is absolutely disgusting, and it does like 220 damage. It's insane. I had Byakuya as a stand-in, and I had Majin Vegeta as a stand-in, so anybody in the backline will really work. Once you get your Sid, though, you're really just going to be like working across the backline here. You'd probably get rid of Byakuya and get rid of oh yeah, that's who also I used in. I forgot. So who I also used in this regard is I used Byakuya, then I used Orihime. Now, what Orihime is she's just a healer. She doesn't do any attacking or anything like that. She does give you a nice little barrier, which gives you like what do you call it? Her overtime healing for 5 seconds for 5 ticks, and she'll heal them for like a good bit. There is an upgraded character that you can get as like a stand-in, and you probably saw her already, and that's going to be like Aqua. Now, the only reason Aqua is very useful is because every single time she pops her heal gets stronger, and she also gives you like crit rate for all your characters. So you can pretty much make a crit team if you level up her skill, Blessed Rain. But we're going to be using her in base. So you could get these characters. Obviously, we're not going to be talking about how the event characters work here. You could also switch out Broly. Let's say you're already playing the game. You already did the Zura. That's fine. You could even probably throw in like a different character than Byakuya, probably another frontliner to eat up some of that damage. Maybe even like Goku, maybe. Just somebody, because the way that they changed it now is that now you kind of get a nice defensive bonus whenever you have another frontliner in the front alongside your tank. So now it's more viable to bring a frontliner to the battle, which is pretty cool. So you got like lots of characters you could possibly bring in. Like you could really bring in anybody. As long as they have high defense and high attack, they should be fine. We're not really going to be using them entirely. Like the one character that I would focus on the most here is actually just Mihawk and Frieza, because their wave clear is really, really good. You can even do Broly again, honestly. Broly is a very good one. Now, what do you really get out of this event? Now, you do get like your chances at Sid and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead. I have 4,000 coins right here. I'm going to go ahead and get 3 copies of Sid. because he has a 0.1% chance in the banner, as a 0.5% chance in the level. So every single time you win, you're going to be able to get this 0.5% chance at Sid, a copy of Sid, and you need multiple copies to actually get them to 5-star. And 5-star is going to allow you to use them at level 100 and also like be able to like level up everything about them. It's absolutely amazing. So if you guys don't like understand the event at all, I would totally just like, give it a shot. See how far you could really go, because see, as you can see, it's not a very hard event. I've been just AFK in this event. A lot of people have overnighted the event, and you walk away with a lot of gems, you walk away with a lot of stuff. Now the thing is, with this new update, you also walk away with artifact boxes across the board, because that's just something that now comes with the event. So as you can see, I got like 6 artifact boxes, 86 freaking pieces of gear here, 50 pieces of gear here, 158 pieces of gear here, some trait tickets. What else have I got? Costume tickets, and I've also got 100% tokens. And as you guys can see, I got all this from just AFK in the Sid event. It may not look like it gives you this stuff, but it does. As you can see, I'm not lying. Freaking literally 50 boxes, 20 boxes right here, 50 boxes right here. You can buy some trade tickets here. If you like start to get low, you get up to 100 trade tickets. So you get a lot out of this event, and I would honestly like do this event as much as possible. Now, what would be your farming team after you kind of get Sid and other characters? I would honestly go with a bit of a mix. So I would switch up the team, going back to my team 1. As you can see, I went for Epsilon. I went for Sid right here because he's absolutely destructive. And keep in mind, these characters don't require you to actually evolve them. They're already good off the gate. There's no evolution requirement. He starts off with I Am Atomic. It's so free, it's insane. And once you actually get him, his wave clear is actually disgusting. We have Alpha right here. We have Mihawk right here. I would honestly probably switch out Alpha for someone different. I would even say someone with better wave clear, like maybe Frieza. Just because the Frieza combo, like he's got a short cooldown, he's got a great skill. So I would actually just set him up to be in that regard. Now, gear-wise, the only thing I would worry about is just defending yourself. You know what I mean? Hang on, it took a second for the gear to load. As you can see, though, we got some. I'm going to go for, I would say, percentage attack across the board for a lot of these characters. And then if you can get the sub stat to be attack, that would be great too. I have so much gear, it's absolutely insane. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go for this piece I've upgraded in the past. Boom. Then we're also going to take, let's see, probably this piece right here. Yeah, the 18 defense, 19. Yeah, that's a really good one. We have, let's see, just defending yourself matters quite a bit in this game, especially whenever you're dealing with like some of the characters that do have AoE abilities, because they'll pop it first, and then all of a sudden you like lose most of your defense, and then you're kind of cooked after that. I wouldn't really focus on crit rate. There's other ways to get crit rate, especially traits and such. So yeah, let's see. We're gonna go for, I think I'm gonna go for a basic attack defense piece, just a cheapie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a cheapie, just for the time being until I find a better piece that I kind of want to focus on later on. Then I'll be more happy with it. Let's see. And then these are just like minor stat upgrades. But if you want to get some major ones, like look at that piece right there, 27%. I got plenty of pieces that are super high end. We got attack, flat HP, attack, skill cooldown, attack, flat defense. This is actually a really good piece right here. Not really running anything like that though. But the only reason is you kind of want to stay above 1,000 defense. If you don't stay above 1,000 defense, you're probably going to die, which is just a major flaw. You know what I mean? You don't want to die. All right, now let's go ahead and try out this team in the event real quick, and then we should be able to just knock it out no problem at all. It's a very easy event, especially because it's more scaled down compared to most of the content in the game. You're going to be able to do this before like Masters. You're going to be able to do this before Dungeons. And the event itself is just incredibly solid and easy to do. and you get so many rewards, you're going to have like too many rewards to handle, especially if you just overnight the game or stuff like that. Or just AFK whenever you're doing stuff like you have to go to like work, summer school. You're just able to just AFK and move on. As you can see, the team itself has just amazing wave clear off rip. Sid itself, he does amazing wave clear. Frieza does amazing wave clear. We got Mihawk, who also does amazing wave clear. And they're all three of those guys. You're going to be your wave clear guys who are going to be able to use their skills incredibly quickly to just knock out the enemies as quickly as possible. As you can see, boom. Uh, Frieza, I believe, is running crit, though, which is pretty crazy. But that has to do with his specifically has to do with the trait that he has. So traits can like benefit you quite a bit. I think the one that Sid has is just a damage trait, and then Mihawk also has like a damage trait, I believe. I could be wrong though. Epsilon herself, I think she's a great stand-in tank. I don't think that she falls below compared to other tanks. I think if your Epsilon has a really good defensive build, and she's being healed up to max, or she's being healed up to halfway, and you're starting to take a lot of damage, you're probably just not doing enough damage. And I think that doing enough damage probably matters the most compared to a lot of things in this game, especially in a game where it requires you to be able to nuke raid bosses with like 6 million HP, which, by the way, there's only one way to do that entire raid. It's insane. And it requires you to use the battle pass, which is rather insane. I'm thinking about just trying to get somebody to carry me on Anime Run, dude. Freaking, like, it's absolutely insane. But besides that, though, I think I'm going to leave you guys here. You guys don't really need to see the entire fight. Obviously, you guys understand what I was going with here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, and peace out.